Hey guys, it's Amy again, and I'm here. Ooh. Ugh, Jacques, when was the last time you showered? You know what? I think it's time for another Massac minute.
For many of us, showering or bathing is a daily ritual. But what was it like for people living in the 18th century? Hygiene throughout the colonies was very poor compared to today's standards. For most, bathing may only take place a few times a year. Soap was usually homemade, which was quite a process by itself. The most common form of cleaning oneself was using a soapy, damp washcloth and wiping down the face and body. Washing clothing was also a huge undertaking that many of us today take advantage of. Of the worn clothing, the undergarments were most frequently washed, meaning washed a few times a month. Coats and fine dresses were almost never washed. Living at the fort made hygiene even more difficult to deal with. In the summer months, men would have used the river to wash in, or a damp cloth to wipe down their face and body. Winters were usually too cold for bathing, and so most went without. Military uniforms rarely were washed. Occasionally, the wives of garrison soldiers would work together to wash the laundry of the fort, but many times hygiene was still subpar. Combine this with being crammed in stuffy rooms with little to no airflow, and you get a ripe situation full of body lice, sweat, and greasy hair. Basically, people at the fort smelled bad. But smelling foul would have been the least of your worries. Close living quarters and bad hygiene usually led to diseases such as typhus and dysentery. But we'll save that for another time. That has been your Massac Minute.